This motherfucker got Khalil Mack.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
56. Hey, high 7. Yeah. Slay. No, check that.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd and very short, Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Houston.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
50.
Now a handoff to Miller. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dion Lewis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Easy.
Miller. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 52. 52. 52's the mic.
Roethlisberger going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. On first down, Miller. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Miller. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Check 3, check 3. You good?
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A second down run with Lewis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. Check the 55 tonight. Watch the pass.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now Lewis here on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
47. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to.
They'll try to throw down. Prescott caught right side. It's Lewis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. And 47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got Lewis. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Vinatieri started it left. It stays left. It's no good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Smooth. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, they're scared. 22, 44. 54. Mike's 54. Hey. Get some penetration.
Throwing now. Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Lamar Miller. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Like 20. 54. Mike 54. Go right in the turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball. 7-7. Mike 5-4. Hey, exit. Run. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is got to it. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
He's crashing. Take 2 of them.
Roethlisberger will throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jack 16. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Cross. Check 3.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his man. That's Landry. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved. Call a few more.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 3rd and long for Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
54 is Mike. Take 2 of them. 54. Watch 54. Take both of them. 49. Check 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Show that bench release and go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Solid, 5 down. Hey, zoom. No spacing. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Mike 5-4. No foul.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's letting this one go for Fuller. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go, 57. Here we go, 46. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Stop your whining.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going deep here for Landry. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Landry again the intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Off. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Derek Rivers just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott from the gun. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Who's 30? 54. Easy.
On second down, here's Miller. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Check safety. Alert. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 5-4. Mike. These two. Mike 5-4. Here we go.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mike, they're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Prescott on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have a bit of nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. 3 down. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
That's six, baby.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. It's Lewis. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Dion Lewis. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Dion Lewis with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check, lock 54. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Strip that ball. Under 10, under 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Jack 16. Middle.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, this is Stills. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
At their own 19-yard line.
There you go. Line in. Set. I'm coming.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chiefs 14.
Kill.
1st down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Lewis out of the gun. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry.
Yeah, baby.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Check 31. Check 52. Switch.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Now it's Miller. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Touchdown, Houston! DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, D. 154,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Prescott, he's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They begin with a run by Miller. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Daniels able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, a loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look